Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to be doing some deep space mining, some core mining. We're going to jump right into it. Always in open play, always, always, always. Because we don't do that solo play, even though it's basically always alone. Pretty much, because we're deep in space and we don't know anybody. Not yet. Yeah, so we're going to take this asp here. We've been doing pretty well in catching up with like everything that this game has to offer, which is a lot. So let's see what we got here. I got some money. We're going into Starport Services here. We're gonna see if we can spend this money, at least a little bit of it, in better stuff. I don't know if we can get much better. A lot of this is already pretty good. Let's see if we can find better. What was this? What did I even have here? Oh yeah, refinery. Refineries. Alright, 3A, 2 million. Can I not get it? Do I already have it? Do I already have it? I already have it. Alright. Collector 3C. Okay, this one, browse shop. Let's take a look at our collector. Collection limpets. 3C installed. Can't get any better than that. Damn it. Back. Alright. Back to detail surface scanner, that's fine. Prospector limpets. Let's see if we get a better one of those. Repair prospecting limpets. Ones, and I already have the A. Dang it. Alright. Fuel transfer. What is... There's I heard of a different kind of limpet recently that I didn't know exactly what it was, but it's pretty cool. It's called like an investigation limpet. I was like, what? Who? What now? What does this do? Why? Where? Who? And that seemed pretty cool. So yeah, anyway, so since we basically have our stuff maxed out right now, short of doing engineering, let's see, let's go to hard points real fast. These are fine. I don't need to do a whole lot better than that. This one's fine. These are fine. Back. Alright, let's go back. Alright, remote workshop. No blueprints. No pinned blueprints. Remote workshop. Interesting. Okay. Contacts. Let's see here. Legal facilities. Wow. Alright. Search and rescue contact. Combat bond. Authority. Power. Mercenary facilities. Interstellar factor. Wow. All these things that I didn't know were here. Cool. Alright. Passenger lounge. I don't care about. Crew lounge. I don't care about. And advanced maintenance. Let's make sure that we have all of our limpets. 50. Good. Awesome. Back and exit. And let's go to here real quick. Let's plot out where we're gonna go. And then I'll make you go away. There we go. Core. Oh, that's right. We went somewhere else. Did we go here? Where were we last? I know there were some ice rings that were pretty cool. Yeah, here we were. Here we were. I think we were here. This one or this one? I don't exactly remember. Security medium, allegiance independent. Let's go to the rings. We have major reserve still, rocky and icy. This one just has IC. And this one over here, which is 4,000, has IC. Major reserves. Have not mapped this planet yet. Okay. Alright. I think I was here. Pretty sure I was here. These have cities. What do they have on them? Cities. Planetary map. Combat stabilizers, narcotics, liquor prohibited. Interesting. Alright, let's go back real quick. Let's go to the next one. They're taking down this. Why? Why would they do that? Why would they be taking down the servers? No, don't do that to me. There it is. There it is. No commodities market back. Oh, that's a major pain in the butt. Why would they do that? Why would you have a city and not have... Anyway, let's go there. Exit, because that's where... Alright, I heard you. Okay. Get your knickers in a bunch. I done heard you. It's okay. Stuff. Alright, cool. Nice on solid ground. Ooh, okay.
Landing coupler disengaged. Clear for egress.
Alrighty. Here we go. See how they're all friendly with me? Is because I sold a bunch of stuff to them that they wanted, which was those opals, those low temperature diamonds, that alexandrite, all that stuff, all that good. They liked it. They want some more.
Landing gear retracted.
Good. Turn all the way around, and then we're gonna blast off into space, like so. Ooh. All right, we just need to clear space station just a wee bit. In the meantime, let's go ahead and let's go to here. Recently blue too friendly. Alright, cool. Promotion to broker. Oh, whoa, ooh. Hell yeah. I'm now broker, guys. Check it out. I got a shiny new badge. Mama got a brand new what? Shut your mouth. Anyway, let's get on with it. In other news, I sold a pair of shoes, some New Balances, some 993s, size 13, some big feet. I sold it to the gentleman, to what I assume could possibly be a gentleman. Statistically speaking, it could be a lot of things. I don't know who this person is. It could have been for a woman with a dude buying it for her. Regardless, they bought it and they paid me $50 to get it to them in New York. It's got a nice big old made in the USA on the back. New Balance, other shoes can be made in a lot of different places. These are slightly old enough to be made here in the USA. That's when you know you have a shoe that's like kind kind of on the older side, kind of vintagey. But sold for $50. Bought it for like 10, if that, I think. I don't exactly remember, but it's cool. And here we go. Alright. We're gonna switch to there. We're gonna go into scanner mode. Still haven't sold. Still have not sold this information. Can I do it from? Nope, too fast. Alright, that's fine. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what my buddy has told me. Let's see if he has responded. If he has responded, he is not. It's cool. It happens. He could be asleep, and from what I can tell, he's kind of getting over something. That's fine. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright, I think I may have overshot it just a smidge. Here we go. You know what? I have not gone to see this planet over here. Let's take a look at this planet over here, shall we? I don't think I've seen it yet. It's got some icy rings. Let's see what we can find. You're good. I got nobody watching at the moment. You're good.
Dude.
Lol.
What are you playing?
Elite Dangerous, homie.
So I learned about today.
Oh, what'd you learn? Tell me.
I learned this thing called actually do want to hang.
One, I can't hear you. 1 second. 1 second.
There's this thing called. Do you know about rotary encoders?
Rotary encoders, yes.
Actually, they have them in cars, and I think.
Yeah, they have them in all kinds of stuff. Electric, regular motors.
I think they're like playing with them at Mount Sac too.
Too far for deployment. Oh, do I have to select them? There we go.
Okay. So you remember that design I said I want to make that like loop?
Alright, everything you're seeing right now is gonna be on the internet, by the way.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be vague.
Okay.
But you remember how I want to make that like pipe bending robot that makes that loop that I was talking about?
Yeah.
So I want to get very precise values.
Okay.
Very precise bending angles.
Okay.
Right.
And
yeah. There's still a problem I have to solve, or like the spring back of the metal. I have to take into account somehow.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I at the very least to get like an accurate bending of just the robot itself, I learned about two things. So
Okay.
you know how when you have a stepper motor,
Yes.
you have like something called half stepping, where like you don't just actuate like one or the other set of electromagnets.
Okay.
You do both at the same time.
Okay.
And then it does the mid position instead.
Right, but in order to do that, you kind of need a mid position in the orientation of the coils, right?
In the orientation, of the whatever the stator, which is the outside.
Yeah.
And I think what's it called, the rotator, on the inside.
Because I guess you could vary the. Oh, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So if you actuate both at their full whatever thing, you have like a digital, a binary switch.
Yeah.
Where you can just actuate both at the same time. Then you get something called half stepping.
Okay.
Where it meets you in the middle, like it doesn't do a full step. And you get more accuracy that way, right?
Right.
But there's also a thing called micro stepping, where you not only do half and half, you could do like 10% one, and then like the full, then 90% the other. And so it goes more of the way. But I'm saying, but then I thought, well, that kind of ruins your accuracy.
Right.
Because now you're depending on the voltage to be accurate. And then who knows if like those magnets, like how those magnets compare to each other, if even like the same amount of voltage would equate to like the same amount, like would be linear in that way.
Right. Well,
So you have to have a separate mechanism to assure that angle is correct.
Right.
And so I remember I went to Space Tech Expo. And there's this company, I should probably have the photo. There's this company that makes these printed glass, but they can print on glass very precisely.
Okay.
You can use it for things like screen printing and other things, where you or even just there's like a way to make PCBs. Yeah. By shining ultraviolet light on this film, and then the film gets etched off or whatever, and you have to use like a finely printed screen in front of it to actually get your traces correct. And so I remembered about that, and I searched up what it was, and it's called there's two things. There's just a rotary encoder, which uses that sort of glass, like the on-off, like these little segments of like black lines going in a circle. And by how fast the light can shine through it, or how light so there's a light shining through the pattern, and in the areas where it's dark, obviously it shows like off, and then where it's on, there's transparent. So as you spin the glass, you can know the rate at which it's spinning, because you know how thick each of those things are, how many there are in the circle. Right. And you have the signal, basically. You have like ideally you have a square wave.
So you're saying
that the frequency would equate, the square wave equates to your...
Yeah. So why, so the ability to print on glass versus what other methods, why would this be more accurate to do this microstepping?
No, here's the thing. Okay. So, I don't know what about glass makes it better. Okay. But I know they can get very precise with glass or plastic or whatever. Because you're just printing like visual patterns on like a substrate. I imagine it has to be glass. Okay. But anyways, so there's this other thing that's called an incremental rotary encoder. There's another thing called an absolute rotary encoder. Okay. And instead of having like just like an on-off pattern all the way around the circle.
Uh-huh.
They have inner circles and outer circles,
Okay.
etc.
Uh-huh.
That, like, let's say the first one is just like half of it's dark and the other half is transparent, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
And the next one is divided into 4, and the next one's divided into 8, and the next one's divided into 16, right? So every one subsequent one is divided into like the next power of 2.
Yeah.
When you spin it, instead of just having the one transmitter and receiver,
Yeah.
you have however many powers of 2 there are.
Limpet engaged.
So however many inner and outer and middle circles there are.
Uh-huh.
Asteroid scan complete.
Transmitters and receivers.
Okay.
And so instead of just getting the rate of like the last one or the middle one,
Yeah.
you're getting a code, a binary code,
Of where your position actually is.
and every code, every like segment on that thing is a unique code.
Right.
So you have a code for each angle you're at.
Gotcha.
So that's called an absolute.
Scan detected.
Okay.
And there's this other thing that they do. Oh, you get very precise with this. So I found one online that you get 2 to the 14 things of precision, which
Okay.
equates to 0.02 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
which is like 0.00004%,
Okay.
like of the full 360.
Okay.
So it's like that level of precision.
Right. So, but also, I guess that's important, depending how small you're gonna get these encoders, right?
Right.
I mean, these wheels and stuff.
Right. So I found out that these encoders are actually, they're pretty expensive. They're like on the order of like $300 something, right?
Right.
But the glass is not. You
Okay.
can get those encoded pieces of glass for like $10 or something.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a magnitude of order a lot.
Yeah, or
Cheaper.
or
Yeah.
like even less than that.
Right.
And you can get
That's
like a
crazy.
few of them too,
Fuck.
like from Alibaba or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
So you can get this shit printed?
Right. They just print. They have them like already. Like they don't even print a custom for you. Like they say, oh yeah, we have whatever like these absolute encoder patterns, and you can purchase them.
Right.
So all I have to do is really easy. Well, it's not really easy actually. That's a whole.
Yeah.
That's like a whole senior design project
Right.
worth it.
Of steps and stuff to do.
Yeah. But the result is very precise angular measurements to check the half stepping that my stepper motor does, or the micro stepping that my stepper does. Right. So now I can write. Now I can write. A process control algorithm
Okay.
in the computer that will say, microsec like 10% first, and see how far that differs from the actual one that you wanted, and then constantly modulate until you get to the actual value that we want.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I think so.
And you can do that. I imagine you can do that calculation pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so that solves my problem.
Okay.
I found that device that solved my problem.
Interesting. So it's the print pattern. So how can you assure the level of resolution of the printing on this glass?
How can I ensure?
Yeah, how do you know they're capable of this? I mean, I guess you'd have to test it, considering it's like $10 or whatever. It's fine.
I imagine this technology's been around for a while, just because. Just printing on flat surfaces.
Oh, right.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
very, very extremely precise.
Yes.
just because that's been our main. That technology, just printing's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And printing precisely
Prospector limpet
on like a
engaged.
substrate, I imagine is not a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, even in China,
Asteroid
like
scan complete.
there's not too much about like there's not too many environmental factors that would affect the resolution.
Mhm.
It's basically all handled by the machine.
Right.
So I imagine there isn't that many issues that I'd have to verify. Oh, like this isn't actually precise. Like as long as I can count all the way around
Mm-hmm.
and I get 2 to the 14 intervals
Yeah.
and like the lines are crisp enough to where I feel like, you know, those divisions are even. That's
Okay. Cool. Pretty sick though. I mean, alright, so this is... Alright. So you're saying... I can't ask you now. Like, to refresh me on the other thing.
Yeah, so
I can ask you later.
yeah, you guys.
Okay. This could definitely help with my idea too. Right?
Yeah. It wouldn't be necessary, I don't think. I think you can use
Right, yeah, that level of...
the absolute recovery, you wouldn't need it.
Right.
You just need
I would need it, but if for whatever reason, if I used it for something really precise, I could.
yes, you could.
That's pretty cool.
Did you see
Programming
The,
limpet drone.
the Smarter Every Day's Whitworth
Whitworth?
Prospector limpet
episode?
engaged.
I don't think so.
The precise lapping plate, like
Asteroid scan
precision
complete.
engineering. Oh, so there's this guy from like the fucking had to have been like the 1800s or something. Like Civil War times. Yeah, 1800s. Actually, that's late 1800s, right? Lincoln was like 1860s or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyways, so there's a guy named Whitworth. I forgot what his first name is. But he found out how to how to do micrometer manufacturing. Even
In the 1800s?
in the 1800s.
What?
So it turns out, he found out that mathematically, if you lap, meaning like rub against each other, like plates, 3 plates, like together, like you know, you do each pair of plates every permutation,
Yeah.
right? That if you do that for long enough, that the only type of surface that's common between each of those 3 plates is a flat surface.
Interesting.
It's like almost
right.
completely flat surface.
Right.
And
it's a logical conclusion of doing that for such a long time.
right. And so by doing that,
Because also, like, the level of time, the amount of time that you're doing it for increases the statistical probability that that's true.
right. And also, like, there's like, you know, the size of the grit of like whatever fluid you're using to lubricate, et cetera, et cetera. You could do this with, they do this with marble often, stone, copper, different materials. But anyways, he used that and like a bunch of other methods he developed. And then, you know, those are like, there are those like pantograph devices where like you draw an object and then it'll like reduce it somewhere else,
Yes.
like using whatever those
Yeah. A series of gears, etc.
series of hinges and
Yeah.
kind of like those extendo arm things, but
It'll reduce the effective shape drawn.
right.
Yes.
So he used like those methods as well to make very like that was like the birth of like micrometer
Nice.
scale machining.
Right. That's
And so it mattered in the war because he was actually able to make bullet chambers
right.
that
matters.
that were
Precise enough.
that were spiraled.
Yes, the boring. So he's the dude that invented. No, he didn't. He didn't invent boring, but he probably patented techniques to bore really effectively.
To bore like a spiral pattern, like precisely. That was definitely. And so, not only rifle barrels but also cannon barrels. So
Interesting.
So cannon barrels, like you can fucking hit something super far because of that.
Right.
Because it gives like the bullet like angular momentum, and then the angular momentum wants to stay, and so like it stays like aligned on its path, etc., etc.
Prospect limit engaged.
Something. Oh yeah. So that's another thing. That's another like avenue to go towards.
Complete.
To just like not only get very precise. Like imagine if you're building a 3D printer. If you can make a very precise enclosure that will give you a better chance that what you're actually printing is like absolutely like what you designed on the computer. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
One more time. Sorry. All right.
So like, I saw a video of this guy. He was making a lathe, but it was like a CNC controlled lathe.
Okay.
But he wanted.
If you want, we could probably just go straight into our
Oh, no,
podcast.
it's okay.
We've been talking.
I'm almost finished.
Okay. All right. So there's the guy with the lathe.
Yeah, and so he got. He basically made the base of this lathe with like he bought online like these pre-lapped marble pieces,
Okay.
and he used gauge blocks to like make them parallel. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
So he had a lapped table. He placed these lapped blocks on the table, and then with gauge blocks that were identical, he put them at the ends,
Yeah.
and he made them parallel,
Okay.
all to like however many whatever's.
Right.
Right, and then he fastened them. I don't know how he fastened them, but anyways, he like was able to use like these different kinds of methods to make very precisely
Parallel faces.
like the structure for his lathe, and so
Yeah.
now that's like how you make a micrometer
Accurate lathe.
accurate lathe, a CNC lathe.
Okay.
But what's also cool about these encoders is that they don't just make rotary encoders; they also make linear encoders.
Okay.
So you can do the same thing. You can put a stepper linear encoder, and then make a 3D printer.
Right.
You know,
well,
with
yeah.
a stepper
'cause-
and linear encoder in each of those three axes.
Right. Because all you would need to do is make the rotary encoder basically in charge of what a screw. Right. Position of a screw, and then you've got basically a linear stepper. A really precise linear stepper.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that could encode a linear encoder.
Yeah, the one thing though is that the y-axis has to be to the millimeter. Is that right?
Depending on how precise your you have to directly measure how much of a degree is responsible for how much lateral movement. Right. How much angular movement is responsible for how much linear movement.
Which depends on the teeth of that
Yeah.
axis
Yeah. How generally precise.
and how you gear
Yeah.
it to the toothed.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on the pitch of the thread, it'll give you basically angle for linear distance.
I guess it's another thing too, right? Gearing.
Yeah.
Because you can step down
Yeah.
with like
Yeah. That's basically the rabbit hole into
the digital amount of,
precision.
like a discrete amount of teeth,
Uh-huh.
and then just by counting, either by counting the teeth or measuring the radius really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. So we could kind of build shit really precisely just using that radial encoder, right? Basically.
Yeah, because you can measure against a reference standard
Mhm.
on the spot,
Yes.
your micro step.
Yes.
And then on top of that, you can gear it if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. You can make it responsible for such and such.
But I imagine if you gear it to
Mhm.
make it slower,
Mm-hmm.
or to make it like going from a big step to a small step,
Yeah.
you're also making it slower.
Interesting.
So, but with this micro stepping,
Uh-huh.
I imagine you're doing the same thing but fast.
Okay.
But then on top of that, you could also gear it
Yeah. To make it slow.
to make it even more precise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you have to start thinking about how stiff are the parts I'm making this out of,
Yes.
and then like expanding and contracting of
yes.
different metals.
Yes.
You don't know what
That's
on
your that's your plus minus. But kind of like with the transistor, if you increase the size of the thing, the level of compression should be minimized, right? And so more or
always
less
a
statistically insignificant.
thermal expansion and contraction is always as a percentage of the total.
Right, right. But in terms of like responsible by from a force is going to be less, right? Like when you're turning versus, right? No.
When you're turning, again,
Like if you want to make, I guess it would have to be radially large, not necessarily depth, because the depth is going to be the same regardless. But
oh, I see.
if you make it radially large, there'll be more stuff to compress by a given force, right? Responsible for the linear action
what are you
from the radial movement.
what are you compressing with? Those-
Because you're trying to minimize basically the give, because if you have any give whatsoever, you're basically muting out an angular movement for linear action, right? Because so long as there's a give here, the
Right.
first micro degrees are not going to do anything in terms of a linear movement.
That's right.
Yeah.
I see. Right, so you're saying the smaller your step,
Yes.
because your steps are so small,
Yes.
the less thermal
No, just physical compression from moving something is going to be
Oh, right.
important.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So later on, we're going to be able to work with harder and harder materials in which that won't be the case.
Right.
At the maximum, you would probably have like diamond encoders. That would be the hardest thing that you could possibly make an encoder out of.
If
That would
compression is what you're trying to avoid.
Yes.
But let's say thermal expansion, I think for diamond is pretty high.
It's just carbon is pretty insulative. Thermally, well, if you do it at a given temperature anyway, you're not going to be.
Oh, it wouldn't be high. It'd be very low.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, if you so long as you can make your baseline off of a given temperature, right? And you only have to be responsible for local temperature shifts from friction, etc. But that's going to be really low anyway, given the material constants. Right.
Right.
No, Frontier servers, no. Why would you do this to me? No. Back to main menu. Let's go to options. Graphics. Display. Full screen. Window. Oh, really? Maybe.
Is anybody on? Watching?
A one person apparently. Not exactly
I like
sure.
your sweater, by the way.
Thanks. Found it at the bins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Apparently it's a little newer than it's on Twitch. Hello Twitch. Hi. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Servers are down. I'm freaking out.
The Twitch servers?
No, not Twitch servers.
The Space Boy servers?
Space Boy servers, yes. Elite Dangerous servers are down currently for weekly maintenance on a Wednesday. Why?
Is Elite Dangerous the one that where you go to like different worlds and mine it?
Yeah, I could go to worlds, but I'm going to asteroids.
Or is this mostly the one where you like stay in space?
Mostly stay in
Which
space.
one's the one I'm talking about? Where like the
Oh, you go to worlds?
the creatures
It's,
are
yeah,
procedurally
funky.
generated.
Where the universe is procedurally generated
Yeah.
is No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. That's right.
Yes. I don't know if No Man's Sky is actually pretty cheap at the moment. I don't
This one's like the hardcore one where there's like Newtonian propulsion.
Yes. Newtonian propulsion and server trick? What's the server trick? There's a trick? What do I do? Tell me, Farmir. Are you trying to be like
You got Nordic dudes.
No. I think he's trying to be Lord of the Rings dude.
Boromir?
Yeah, like Boromir, Faramir.
Oh. I think there is an actual Faramir somewhere in the books or something. That
Interesting.
sounds familiar.
What about Niramir?
Or it could be just his name.
Is Niramir your brother? Faramir? Or he could be a farmer one night.
Farmer, yeah.
Yeah, he could be.
That's like Norwegian for farmer.
Yeah, I could be.
Oh, you got Norwegian. What up? You got Norwegian.
Oh, okay, the tick.
friends.
Oh, tick. I thought you meant trick.
Oh.
Oh, my bad. I miss. Yeah, sorry about that. Here, hold on. Let me go ahead and let me expand my bubble here. Let me expand my bubble so you guys can see my brother.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and let's see. There he is.
Hey.
Hi guys. Hey guys. What's
guys?
going on, dudes? Okay, here. Let me give you some more space.
Are you on a buggy? On the plane?
No.
Oh no, you're not connected, right?
The thing has a.
Like a planetary explorer.
That's true. It's 40 minutes, is what it said. I'm still sad about it though. Hate to see it happen, but it's cool though. I mean, it's cool for keeping the everything like Opal mining in solo, but I've not done it in solo. It's been all right. I kind of feel part of running into players is pretty random and low probability anyway, unless there's a way to like search for human players out in space, in which case maybe that's a good idea. But I generally do everything I possibly can in not solo. I do everything online so that it can count toward my my rank. I remember back in the day there was a race when this game had first come out. It's a race to get to Elite Dangerous. Is Elite Dangerous is the name of the game, but it's also the name of the rank.
The higher ranks.
Yeah, the highest rank achievable, and there's the same rank for every single. Oh, it does either way now. Oh, okay. But I remember way back in the day, it would count toward like this global race to first.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there was a race to the first person to get Elite Dangerous. You can get Elite in 2 hours? What?
I remember like a long time.
That's crazy.
I remember when we used to play WoW.
Uh-huh.
I remember a long time ago. There's this like method. There's this like add-on you can use that will like that will track you like on the most like efficient path to get to like level 80.
Oh yeah. That was part of Curse. Those were add-ons, yeah, that would give you, yeah, exactly, your path, your most most efficient path to 60.
And like the head of that company like said like he binged like Warcraft for like he tried to get it as fast as he could. And he did it in like less than 5 days. Like he was like 4.5 days.
Christ, that's really fast.
Yeah, he just like kept playing like all day.
And that's the crazy part, because back in the day, getting to 60 was like phenomenally hard. And not only just 60 and fully geared.
Oh yeah.
Like to be like top 10 like on server or whatever, it was like incredibly difficult, because the amount of rank that you would have to accumulate was directly proportional to like where you were in rank. So there was almost, I don't know if there was like a catch-up mechanic where like people below you were able to like get more rank, but you're basically literally competing against other people. You're not necessarily like, all right, if I stay on, like, because the second you get off, somebody else is on. Basically.
Oh, I see.
That's like, I remember King Gothalion like explaining what the mechanics were. Right now, Faramir, I have holy crap, 1 billion in 5 hours. Well, I don't have a Python or an Anaconda, unfortunately. I currently have an Asp. I don't think it's an Explorer. I think I just have an Asp.
What's an Anaconda? Oh, is that in this game?
Yeah. Those are the names of ships.
Oh, cool.
They be the names of ships that you can get. But yeah, right now the game is stuck.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh really? 1 billion in 5 hours? That's a lot of money. That's more money than I've ever had ever. Right now is more money than I've ever had ever. Because right now I only have 35 million. I think that's the most I've ever had. Lol. Short, maybe like what my ship costs. And one time I lost my entire ship and I didn't have enough to pay the insurance. Ooh, that was a bad day.
Oh shit.
Cause then you lose everything. You start back from zero from a little your beginner ship, your like loner ship.
But you have your money, right? You still have your money.
No, I lost everything.
Oh shit.
Because I didn't have enough money. Everything was in parts for the ship.
Oh shit.
Holy crap, 900 plus million. Triple elite. Oh my god. I have every ship in the game. Exactly. Don't buy without don't fly without rebuy. That's like, what? Pirate? What do you mean pirate low temp? Oh, pirating low temperature diamonds can get you 1 billion in 2 hours? What? Who are you pirating from? You could get that much stuff like so readily available. That's crazy.
What's a low temperature diamond?
It's part of the materials and stuff that's available in game to mine and whatnot.
Oh, I see.
Because there's these like opals, there's alexandrite, like all these minerals that don't exist in real life, or maybe they do, possibly.
I imagine low temperature diamonds
NPCs
are probably like regular diamonds, because there's this they haven't confirmed it, but when I think it's like a neutron star, when it dies, it's something like that. I don't know the specifics of it. I'm not that good at it. What is it, astronomy? When a neutron star dies, it dies because it starts to create carbon, just like other stars start to die when they create iron.
Interesting. Okay.
And so when those stars die, it's like very extremely hot, and they only have the vacuum of the space around it, right? And so it's insulative.
Whoa.
And so it stays hot. All it has is radiative cooling of like black body radiation.
Right. Holy shit.
And so it cools very slowly, so it's like a very like patient annealing.
Wow.
Of like this a very dense carbon.
Yeah.
And so they're saying that there's like these like diamonds, high density diamonds in the sky, just floating around. Like as a result of like a neutron star death.
That's crazy. But where would you?
So I imagine that's high temperature diamonds, and the normal diamonds is like what you're pirating.
Lol. Yeah, most likely.
That'd be cool though.
Oh damn! You learned that in astronomy too. Shit. I feel like.
Right.
There's
like different tiers. What's interesting is that if it weren't for the fact
my Discord. Hold on, let me bring
that you could make different isotopes or something like that. That like every star has like its own mix of like isotopes and different combinations, like different combinations of isotopes will determine how far the star can get into its life cycle, because each isotope has its own energy. And so I'm assuming you create less or more energy depending on what kind of isotope you're making. And so like that's what results in the variation, or else like every star would die at the iron phase or whatever. But yeah, it was like because of that reason why we have like a more complex universe. Yeah, I learned that.
Alright guys. Alright, I'm gonna give you a link to Discord. This one gets you into a private Discord chat for Elite Dangerous.
Oh shit, we're gonna hear Farmir?
We can. Here, let me.
Dang, what's up, Farmir?
We can. Oh, I should have made a text chat. Oh shit.
What's 07? Or is that like he's like waving or something?
I think so. I forget. Hold on.
I'm not very hip, by the way.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, what? He's Gerbex Chaos.
Is that him? Salute. Is that you?
I think so.
Hey. Or is that... No, I think that was somebody else.
He says...
Yeah, no, this
He says, what's up? So I think that's him. I think he...
Oh, there he is. There he is. No, he's in there.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Cool. Hey, guys. What's going on?
Can you hear through your headphones or not?
Let me switch to... There we go.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
You're not getting feedback? Oh, no, because we're not going through the speakers, so...
Yeah, because now it's picking up this rather than the desktop. Yeah, it works. There's no feedback loop.
Oh, but they can hear...
They can hear the mic.
Your mic.
Yeah. So it probably sounds like lower quality for like the game stuff, but it's there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let us know if it's like annoying to you guys or whatever. We'll switch it off and then we'll just have Axel say what you guys are saying.
Yeah. Well, these guys are in chat though. Active on mobile. Watch y'all. Hey, there he is. Howdy.
What's up?
Enter.
Cool guy.
There he's typing. Howdy. Sweet. Awesome. We're all Elite Dangerous buddies here. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Yeah, servers are down. It's a sad times. Sad times are here.
How long are the servers going to be down?
40 minutes.
But when did it start?
Like 10 minutes ago. 15 minutes. 10 minutes ago.
Are you going to play another game or no?
I might. I don't know exactly. Let's see. What do I got? I could play. Do you guys want to see Apex Legends?
What's that?
I've played 0 of Apex Legends.
Is that like the airship game or something?
No. It's like it's that free game that I was telling you about. It's like Fortnite but no building.
Oh.
It's like PUBG. It's like PUBG and Fortnite. They play a lot differently, but they're free and it's like a AAA title. It's like pretty cool.
That's cool.
Oh, nice. Your brother plays all the time? Sick, sick. Yeah, this stream, I'm dedicating like... Oh, did my thing die? No? Looks okay. Yeah, it's pretty much Titanfall without the mechs and the wall running, because you don't have like a jetpack on your back. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Yeah, those are the Squirtle Squad glasses, by the way. Those are mine, but they're legit. People that follow and subscribe to my channel, regardless of what particular medium you're watching through, you guys get to be part of the Squirrel Squad. So, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, guys. Yeah, let's put up some. I'm gonna turn on some Apex Legends.
I'm gonna put on some hats, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close. I'm gonna close Elite Dangerous, guys. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna swap games here. We're probably gonna keep talking and stuff. So, whoa, what's going on here? Oh, probably did too much. Hold on, before this thing crashes here. Okay, all right, I'm still good.
Hey, are you selling those shoe trees?
Shoe trees? No, I'm not selling them. You could use them if you want.
Are they yours?
Yes.
Did you want them? Okay.
Up to date. Verifying game files. Update available. God damn it. Lol. It is updating. Through Origins. Alright, still updating, guys. Be patient with me. Alright, so while that's loading, sorry about the blank. Alright, here, hold on. We're gonna go into podcast. See if you guys see all my stuff. Oh shit. Ah!
That's okay.
Okay, hold on. This one. Alright, that's loading. Hide. There we go. There we go. Transform, reset transformation. Oh! I've shown too much.
Pay no attention to the
Ta-da!
to the man behind the curtain.
And then
we can't see the video capture though. Or is it in the wrong layer?
I don't. Well, there is no video capture because on it's right here. See?
No, but it doesn't show us.
You're right. You're right. Where are we? Where did we go? Where?
Did your cube change? Are we somewhere else?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Somewhere else.
How do I go back? Shit. Stand by, guys. Stand by. I don't see it. Let's see.
Apex is cool. My brother plays it all the time. It's basically Titanfall without the mix.
Yeah, that's what he was saying before.
Okay.
Hold on a second, guys. Hide. Unhide. Display capture. Where are we? Why are we not properties? Oh, it's not showing us, that's why. Deactivate, activate. Deactivate, activate. Done. Maybe it's because it's showing us here. That's a problem. Properties. Deactivate here. Alright. Maybe it can only be activated in one particular spot. Properties. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Hi guys. Where are we? It's on top. Ta-da! Hey. Alright, hold on. Alt. Doing it live.
Wow.
And that one I can hide now.
We're really big in this one.
Figured it out, guys. I did it. Hooray.
Should I turn on that light right there?
If you want to, a little bit, but you don't have to. Yay! But I gotta go to sleep in like 30 minutes. No, because I have work. Pew. Makes me sad. It is a good day. It's too bright. Okay. You're good. You're good. Right there's good. Right there's fine. A little brighter. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Alright, so now we can... Now I can do this. Now I can do the following. Hey guys. Alright, hold on a second. Gotta make this a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
You should just go back to the how the podcast video preset was.
I fucked it up. I moved it.
Oh, it's like it's gonna be like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of fucking with it because my mistake was in hold on. Trying to make it. There we go. So you guys don't have to see the top stuff. I'm gonna make it big like that, and then go over here. Make this big like this. All right, cool. All right, that's good enough. All right, so you were talking about. Let's see here. You were. Bad lady, no, stop it.
We were talking about stars. Isn't it wonderful?
Alright, cool. Alright, cool.
Have you ever thought about time?
About time?
We all experience time. But what is it?
What is it really?
What is it
really though? Really though? First week on Bad Boys? No. Apex? Maybe. But you were talking about, what was it? A video of something, right? Doing what?
Rotary encoders?
Oh yeah, rotary. R-O-T-O-R-Y encoder.
Does your stream have a title? Because you should probably stop putting that to Elite Dangerous.
Huh? A tile? What do you mean?
Title? Does it have like a...
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're chilling.
Yeah, they're chill. Chat's fine. Right, chat? You guys are... Oh, you gotta go? Alright, cool. We'll do, man. What platform? I'm on PC at the moment.
What platforms is it on? Is it on Xbox?
It's on Xbox.
Wow.
Is it It's not crossplay, right? Is it? Is it crossplay? Is Elite Dangerous crossplay? If that's crossplay, then that's
Pirates?
fucking awesome.
With the Sea of Thieves is crossplay.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves is crossplay.
What platform are you though? Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, a different
it's
guy.
general
Right. Faramir, I will see you later. Thank you
BX
for your help,
Chaos.
dude. I appreciate it. He's on Twitch. Both of these guys are on Twitch. Yeah, they're both on Twitch. Okay, so we were... Oh yeah, how to use them? You were looking at what though?
Oh, go to Absolute Rotary Encoder.
Okay, that's right. Absolute...
Do Absolute
Low
Gray
cost?
Rotary Encoder. Gray, Gray.
Jesus Christ, alright, gray. Gray.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Gray shaft. Whoa, okay.
Look up, go up,
Incomplete.
down, go to the Nick Moore one.
Nick... Who?
Down, go down one.
This one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright. Talk to me! Also... No, skip ad. No, I don't want to talk to you. Hey, guy. Hey, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Talking to YouTube.
Drag it so they can see it. The whole thing.
Okay. Theater mode.
Okay, that works.
That works. Ta-da! We're looking at this guy. No thanks.
So we're talking about
Hold on a second. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put them up here.
we're engineering brothers.
Yeah.
And we were having a conversation earlier about precision machining.
Yes.
And
Precision machining.
And this was I didn't know about these. I didn't know that they came like prefab like this. I thought you had to like build your own. But
oh yeah.
He's talking about rotary encoders, where it's essentially you make a light gate, which is like you pass like light on one end, and then you receive the light on the other end.
Yeah.
And then depending if something passes in between it, it'll count like how many times it passed in between it.
There will be like a receiver on the other side, like a light receiver on the other side.
Yeah, so like I have the receiver, and then Axel has the sender.
Bing, right?
Yeah.
And so when it's passing through, it's blocking the receiver.
So he's constantly sending signal.
Yeah, it's just basically a laser, I think, right? A laser?
Yeah, it's like a light. It could be anything.
Yeah, so as I'm sending the light, laser, whatever, it can either get through or it can't, right? And so when it's getting through, it's a 1. When it's not, it's a 0. And depending on the velocity of the 1s and 0s, the machine knows the rate at which it's spinning.
Yeah, so it'll create like a square wave on the other end. And depending on the frequency on the square wave...
They all disappeared.
They didn't like it.
I guess not. That's cool. They probably think this guy's weird.
Okay.
But whatever, it's cool. We're talking for ourselves now.
So just watch the video, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna... The reason why I kind of wanted to make it like small and... hold on, I should probably do one more thing. I'm gonna do this thing so that it doesn't give us...
Doesn't give us what? What is it?
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, so that it doesn't hit us for a copyright infringement. All right,
But,
continue, bearded man.
Put subtitles.
Incremental encoder allows you to turn direction and rotation, rate of rotation.
Oh, go
Okay.
to the
Where?
An incremental encoder can't tell you the absolute.
go to the cog.
This one?
No, the cog.
Cog.
Go hover over the video. The cog.
Cog.
And then go to.
Annotations are on. He doesn't have annotations.
There's usually an automatic one.
Encoder like this one.
Okay. Never
I
mind.
can't actually make an absolute encoder given the resources I have available, but I can show you how this one works by taking it apart. Now, I've
Interesting.
already removed the case and partially
Whoa.
stepped this down just to go a little quicker. The first thing
He
you
says he
look at
can't
here
make
is
one,
there's an
but I think he
electronics
can make one.
back. This takes the
It also
signal
depends
from
how fast
the
you want it to work,
actual
too.
hardware
That's true.
into something a little bit more user-friendly. If you had to write software to reinterpret the same kind of encoder signals every time you
Yeah, and he's kind of talking about how it decodes the binary you get from the light gate.
Yeah.
So you could even turn off the audio if you want. From the
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he's gonna pull it apart right now and show you the glass part. See, look, that's the glass part.
Oh shit.
It's like really finely
Ooh.
printed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can buy, like, they look like fine,
Yeah.
but if you zoom in, they're like staggered.
It's almost like a fractal.
That's the
Image.
that's the sensor.
Whoa. Okay.
And there's like sensors going down, or I think that's the computer for the sensor. And then did you see that slit?
Yeah.
There's like a linear pixel array.
Wait, is that made out of glass? Is that the glass printing?
It's
that
either
you're talking
glass or
about?
plastic.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's the.
God damn.
So you can see how if you follow the line to the, like a line to the center. Yeah. So he's explaining right there that it's either half black, or it's like
Yeah.
each time you go out, it's another power of 2, like divisions.
Yeah.
But also notice that the way this is right now, you have to make the pattern in a specific way to where each time you pass through the, like, you're going through, every time you pass through another, like, area,
Yeah.
only one of the digits can switch.
Damn.
Because if you make it to where 2 can switch, sometimes one will switch before the other, and or if it'll stop on like a division.
Yeah.
And then it'll show like the complete opposite end of
right. So it has to be absolute on or off.
So it has to be absolute to where only one. Well, actually, the one he's showing right now is not that. So that's like regular encoding, but there's something called gray encoding.
Okay.
Which does that, where only one can switch at a time.
Okay.
So either like
the middle step is a gray.
No, the gray has nothing to do with the color.
Okay.
It just it's probably the name of the guy or something like that.
Okay.
But it has to do with so you see how on the top it goes from black. It goes from black to white.
Yes.
Like it goes from all black to all white. You don't want that.
Okay.
You want it to where one of the rings is going at the same time. He's pointing to at the top there. That's like the signal you get back from it making a complete rotation. Okay. So the top is like changing more frequently. And you can see like if you have a straight line dragging all the way across, like you only get one unique pattern through each. So that's why it's called an absolute encoder. Because even if you start the machine or stop the machine, you always know where you are. Yeah.
Depending on how fine, you know which region you're in.
Right.
More accurately, right? Because you can't exactly know between me and him, we have a term that we like to say. It's like God accurate, like the absolute for 100% certainty that you know exactly where you're at in a like position of measurement. But I'm giving them. Well, that's another story. Whatever it is that we believe, that's how we term it, because it's it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't actually exist. There's no verifiable way to prove this thing.
Hold on. So check it out. So okay. He's taking apart that
I could pause it and go back. Do you want me to go back?
Pause it right here where it's at right now.
Okay. So we're pausing it.
So where he's at right now is like you can see like a series of gears inside.
Yes.
And in between the gears, so the gears are rather thin, and that's what's dividing each of the sections. But in between the gears are kind of like there's like, it's like around the circle, there's a part that blocks something or it doesn't block something. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? So like,
is like
one half
gating system?
One half of the circle is like gated.
Okay.
And so each of the turn of those gears will tell you like how many times, based off like, so there's multiple gates. Oh. It'll tell you how many times it's turned like in the full circle.
Okay, so it's kind of like the gating serves as a counting function.
Yeah, so it counts how many complete revolutions.
Wow.
While the other one just tells you what position in the actual disc you are.
Nice.
Like of a single revolution. So a single revolution division, it's like 10 to the 12th. But if you take into account those extra gates, I think it's like 10 to the 24. So if you can gear it in a certain way to where you can like group in like those, and I'm sure you could just get like 10 to the 24. You can code it in a way to where you can get 10 to the 24 intervals.
Geez.
So you can get like 360 degrees divided by 10 to the 20, or no, sorry, not 10 to the 24, 2 to the 24. No, yeah, 2 to the 24.
Okay, this is still a huge number here. Let's just for those. All right, guys, let's see if this can do it. Hold on, let's see here. 2. Where is my
go up
standard scientific.
2.
All right, 2 raised. Where's my raise function?
Yeah, that one.
To the 24th.
Yeah. Equals
that many. Individual slices.
360 divided by.
Okay, 360 divided by. Where's my answer key? Where's answer? All right, I'll just.
Oh, you have it at the corner, the top right.
Oh, there. Oh, wait. No, that didn't do it. Sorry. 360 divided by... Ooh.
It's okay. Just like just go 360.
Clear.
Yeah.
360.
And you still have that number up there.
Hold on. Clear. No, that's just memory. That's memory. So
yeah, but you just type the number. So 360 divided by that.
Okay. There it goes.
What the fuck?
Close equals. No.
What?
Didn't do it. Yeah, I know. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Okay. All right.
Just click it.
I did.
No.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
I'm saying just like,
trust me. All right. Trust me.
No, just copy it with the number pad.
It's okay.
That's
it's okay. It's okay. 2, 24.
Oh my goodness.
Close. There. Equals. There.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Right. So that many degrees.
This many of a
that many fractions of a degree.
Good God. Okay.
Yeah.
That's tiny, guys.
And if you divide that by 360, you get it as a percentage of like the full revolution.
Oh, right. Jeez.
So divided by 360
equals.
So that's that percent of a full revolution you get in precision.
Oh, so that's what happens when you go that many levels down, that many levels out. So long as you can get 264, no.
As no,
no,
the 2 million.
You have to have that many. You have to have 16,777,216 lines on the outermost ring.
If you want to just do it with the glass. But the thing is, it has those gears and gates.
Yeah.
To add on top of what it's already doing, and so you can gear before you get into even that encoder.
Oh, okay.
Where you can utilize those gates as like a rotary thing.
Right, because if you did have 16,777,216 lines, it would be so extremely tiny.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't accurately read it anyway.
We can calculate like even how like tiny you'd have to get, like how many atom lengths thick you would need to be.
When you get to there, you're starting to mess with what's the phenomenon? The slit interference, right? Slit.
Oh shit!
Right? Slit interference.
That's true, but you know that the center peak is always up. It is always high, so you just need to intercept that center peak.
But you start messing. You basically get gray. You start getting gray. You don't have to find lines anymore.
But it's a binary signal, so you just have to get something.
I guess
you just have to get up above the halfway part, the point, and then it's a 1.
Well, because I know it starts fucking with it because, well, unless you had a predefined like position and able to read it and account for that,
yeah,
you would have to be because when the distance between an encoder gets bigger, that starts to happen where there's a sort of interference and doesn't count it accurately anymore, and that's why my whoa, what happened here? That's why my turntable started to act funny, because the radial encoder is actually a bunch of slits on a metal disc. And so the distance was slightly far enough to where it started to not be able to read the encoder. That's why we need our good old friend Tommy to make us a little metal spacer, not the plastic spacer that it has, that was basically able to be ground down just enough to where it started to make an interference pattern or something like that, to where the encoder couldn't read it properly.
What?
Yeah, so when a turntable no longer reads properly, generally that probably means that...
What do you mean by turntable? Like on a computer?
No, like a DJ turntable, like just a record player. A record player, yeah, physical encoder. So when it starts, it starts acting funny.
I didn't even know if it used those.
Yeah, it was using a metal disc for an encoder. So that's the only reason why I kind of know what all this is talking about, because I've physically seen it and kind of have an inkling as to like why it's working, why it wouldn't work. But we can continue. Alright, so I'm gonna make this small again so it doesn't hit us for... There we go. Alright, so he's explaining the gears here. So this board over here kind of interacts with the motor itself, I take it?
I don't know. He doesn't explain too far into it.
Into the physical machinations of what makes it turn?
Yeah, I don't even know why there's like multiple panels too. I don't know what each of the things does. Like this one looks like it's just transferring from one side to the other. The top one right there. Oh no, there's things on.
I'm surprised he's touching it. Because you'd figure like the amount of like...
Oh, true.
Dirt on the...
I wonder where he got it. Because one like that, I imagine cost him probably... You can pay $1,000 for like that one. Just it has a lot of like prefab
with an absolute...
prefab functionality and shit.
Let's see how much...
Oh, look in the description. Look in the description.
Oh, you're right. He probably does.
You can get a model. Show more.
Fuck. Nope. Nothing.
Oh, Applied Science, dude. I follow him. He's super legit. He makes a...
He was watching this video?
Yeah, he makes aerogel like in his lab and shit.
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude, and there's another channel, dude. Check it out. There's this guy named Kingswell Labs.
Alright, I gotta subscribe to all these guys. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Absolutely could have subscribed.
Subscribe to him.
Alright, who am I looking for?
Subscribe to that guy. Oh, Kingswell Labs.
Kingswell
Labs. He's making graphene aerogel.
What?
In his garage, dude.
Alright, what does that even mean?
So they sort of
subscribe, by the way.
They sort of redefine what graphene was, and like I don't know if they redefined it or if it's just like they kept publishing papers with the graphene and then just slowly changed or what.
So we're gonna this is turning into a podcast, guys. Sorry. Graphene. Just the Wikipedia definition. I want the Wikipedia definition of what the fuck.
So a long time ago, when they were like saying the like graphene's a miracle material.
Yeah.
They usually were talking about a single layer thick.
Right.
But you can even if it's like 3 or 4 or 5 layers thick of like graphite, they'll still call it graphene, and I don't know why they do that, but I noticed that.
Up to 6 layers, so the properties are more or less intact. Probably not at the...
Where does it say that?
No, I haven't seen it.
What does it say? Up to 6 layers?
No, not 6 layers. 6. It's describing what a molecule, a single molecule of graphene. Right? Only 6-member carbon ring. Yeah. So it would be like, what would be a nanotube? No. Graphene tube? No.
I imagine a nanotube would have the same property. But yeah, you have nanotubes of different layers. Like nanotubes are commonly they're not a single tube. It's like multiple layers of graphite.
Okay, sufficiently isolated. Freestanding definition is error. Transfer suspended graphene. Other forms of graphene grown in various metals have become freestanding. For example, suspended. Oh, is that why the aerogel is necessary? To suspend?
Well, if you make graphene aerogel, it doesn't. You still so they started to utilize graphene in recent years, right? So they just literally put these like little graphene particles, like flecks or whatever. They have these like they sell them in barrels and stuff. You mix them in with like a plastic or something, and it'll make the plastic stronger. Like, I don't know how it does that, but that's one of the implements they've been doing. So like instead of making aerogel using essentially a plastic that turns into a gel in like a solution.
Should I go into this video?
The last one.
This one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going into this one, guys. Green synthesis. Looking for help. He's looking for help? What?
Yeah. So it was a way to make. He's discovered a way to make graphene.
He discovered a way?
No, he happened upon a.
Okay, that's different.
a paper that described a way that he can do it.
That's important.
Right. So
get your facts straight. Get your facts straight.
Yeah, it's really cool because yeah. So instead of
oh Jesus Christ. Oh, I really hope that didn't.
What?
The music went into other songs. Damn it. Oh well. Anyway. Go ahead. It's just going to be our voice keeping you guys company. Because I can't keep it on not graphite foil. Cool.
Yeah, so he just purchased graphite foil online. And he uses an electrochemical bath to exfoliate into the bath, so he ends up with a graphene solution.
Okay, so there's enough. So it's like when you're kind of no, that doesn't work. Oh, like when you make an enchilada and you put or kind of like homemade lasagna, Hispanic homemade lasagna with a bunch of tortillas inside of basically what's a casserole. It starts to dissolve, but basically you still have the tortillas.
What the fuck?
So if you were like to throw like a stack of tortillas in some like sauce, and you were like to throw it in there, it kind of starts to fall apart, but more or less you still have pieces of tortilla intact layers, and that's kind of what he's doing. He's dissolving the graphene into this solution, but there's more or less still intact pieces of graphene, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Kind of like the lateral or the vertical forces keeping the graphite together in terms of layers starts to dissolve because of the solution, but because the lateral forces are so strong in graphene anyway, they stay together. You have kind of sheets floating around, pieces and sheets floating around inside of the solution. Is that correct? Is that what's going on? 98%
That sounds about right.
Sulfuric acid. Holy crap.
Oh, dude, that's not the only thing though. So here's the thing. So this wasn't a successful experiment.
It was not.
It was not. So
okay.
If you look further into the video, you can see it like start to work, but it'll never fully separate. Like he should be getting like, he should be seeing something in the solution that he's not seeing, right?
Okay.
And so he's not getting actual graphene.
Okay.
So it turns out he didn't get like laboratory pure sulfuric acid to do this in.
Oh, okay.
So he needs a lab grade sulfuric acid.
Jeez, why is that the case?
Surface chemistry is very finicky,
touchy. Okay.
and touchy.
Wow.
Because it has to do with things like being in the solution that's like blocking like the acid from like touching the surface. And so you don't want like too many contaminants.
Wow.
And so check it out. Go scroll down.
Scrolling down. I'm gonna pause it.
I'm like his only comment.
Oh, there's somebody else. Wait, who's Greg Shafrinsky? Where are you?
I'm up at the top.
Oh, there you are.
So that was my
writers of the paper.
And he replied to
what? Thank you. I just sent them an email. Hopefully I get a response.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you responded. I love your channel. Thank you. Why are you hiding, Frank? Why are you hiding other?
I'm not hiding so they can read it.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I could just do the following. I could just make you. Here, look. There, you disappeared.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. It's magic. All right. Thank you very much. Point to respond to any. Oh, okay. Make it a point to respond, even if it takes
Read it out loud
a while sometimes. Also, thanks for your suggestion. The authors got back to me, and it turns out my sulfuric acid is not pure enough. I ordered some lab grade, and it will get here next week. I'll make another video if successful. You don't know how happy that makes me. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kingswell. Grad Tim Pharaoh Cider. What does that mean?
It's a Latin and it's Jeff Bezos, Amazon, has like a aerospace companies called Blue Origin.
Yeah,
that's their motto. And Grad Tim Pharaoh means like slowly but ferociously.
Oh, nice.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure. Nice. You got his email. Cool.
Yeah, dude.
Title of the paper is... Who's this guy?
I don't know. I haven't read this yet.
Title of the paper is Electrochemical Exfoliation of Graphite and Aqueous Sodium Halide Electrolytes Toward Low Oxygen Content Graphene for Energy and Environmental Applications. Munuera et al. Alright, so it's probably in the journal or written by Munera.
Yeah.
Circa 2017.
Yep.
Says 300 milliliters of deionized water, 0.3 grams of vitamin B, and 1.74 grams of sodium chloride. Lithium chloride would be best, as it's the smallest ion outside of it. What is he talking about? That you could do it with only deionized water, vitamin B, and salt? That's crazy. Are you sure you got graphite? You need the stuff that they use for gaskets, not the synthetic graphite they use for lithium-ion batteries. Add some salt. How do you know the end product wasn't... Where does it go? Try sonicating it in ISO also. Wow, thanks for the advice. I did sonicate it and it settles. You can tell if it's go because it disperses easily in water without ultrasonication, which this did not.
Go is graphene oxide, which is what he's actually trying to make.
Versus what? Versus,
I guess graphene is not reacted with anything.
Okay.
But graphene oxide, I think is what he's actually trying to make.
What you describe is unoxidized graphite layers put in the mag stir and start dropping it in hydrogen peroxide by the drop. Shouldn't need more than 10 milliliters of even over the counter kind. If I'm right, should go brown to yellow pretty much right away. Interesting, haven't seen what you described resulting in oxidizing graphite, but we'll give it a try. Cool. God damn. Like, the community of like scientists and stuff is like pretty hardcore. Like, this is not fucking around. All right, back in the picture. Ooh, there he goes. So he was... The sonicating part is from the base, right?
I don't think he's sonicating it there.
Okay.
So what you see right there is just... I think it's probably the acid in the the hydrogen in the acid is
with the electrocurrent going through it.
Yeah, it's becoming H2 gas.
Oh, so you
could light that on fire if you wanted to.
Whoa! So he's using the rod as a
electrode.
Yeah, nice.
Right, the foil as an electrode.
You can see the acid start to go up into the...
Yeah.
Wow, that's nuts.
So you can see it almost worked. And you see it's like making little hairs.
Yeah.
They're almost like fanning out, but it didn't quite work.
So it's not dissolving, it's staying as a...
Right, it's staying as... Yeah, or it's just not working enough to where it'll penetrate to the center. I don't know.
But it would be interesting to see what actually is being made here. Because if it didn't oxidize, he basically was able to make particulate graphene, right? This is kind of separating itself from its graphite, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Which I would think that's more... I would think that's a better result than what he was kind of after, but I don't know why you would... I don't know why you would want to make graphite aerogel, graphene aerogel.
Oh, because so if you make a regular aerogel, which is made from like a polymer, it's very brittle. So graphite aerogel's a lot stronger. So you can bend it and machine it. He has like a videos where he shows. Go to the fourth video at the top, from the top.
This one?
Yeah, that one. He shows a little bit of the properties. It's almost like spongy, and it won't like shatter.
That's nuts. Ooh.
So I went to I actually probably shouldn't say it, but I went to an aerospace company, and they were making like some gas exchanger, and they needed parts to be like really insulated, and they have to make they have to make graphene, or they have to make the aerogel in like sheets, and then like machine them, and then stack them upon one another, and put them in like a box. But I imagine you couldn't use the same method to like wrap around a tank or something like that. But with that, you probably could.
Right. Given enough of it, you could coat it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could probably, yeah. And what's interesting, I think the holy grail of
the material science at the moment
of manufacturing. Well, not the of manufacturing. That's probably, I'm saying too much, but I guess of manufacturing this would be if like you could make aerogels continuously.
Right. You
have to make it in batches because you have to make it in batches because you have to keep it under pressure. So you make a gel, and the gel has solution dissolved within it, right? And then you dip it in like a methane bath, and the methane or methanol bath. The methanol replaces like the other solution, so you have to leave it in there for like a couple of days or something like that.
Right, and then the methanol can evaporate.
The methanol can evaporate, but if you let it evaporate in air, the friction of the methanol evaporating out will kind of break the linkages.
Oh wow!
And the aerogel will shrink, just like shrivel up.
Okay.
And so you won't actually have like something that can insulate because you don't have those voids anymore. Right. So you need the voids that trap air, in order to make an insulator, because insulators almost all insulators work off of air.
That's nuts.
Because air has a low conductivity or whatever. Anyways, so they put it in a like a pressure vessel and heat it until the methanol goes supercritical. It becomes a supercritical fluid. Okay. And the supercritical fluid
has unlimited viscosity.
Has a really extremely low viscosity. Like it's supposed to be like almost zero viscosity.
Right. Sorry. Yes.
And so that can flow out of the open cell structure.
Yes.
Without breaking it.
Yes.
And so then you're left with an actual,
because the graphene or the carbons anyway won't burn. And neither were the methanol the methanol can burn, given that it's kind of surrounded by carbon, right? So there's a supercritical temp. How do they get to supercritical temperature without it actually burning inside of the substructure of the carbons? It's got to be below burning, right? Or do you think it's a lack of oxygen? It's got to be the lack of oxygen, right?
Yeah, they must like evacuate it or something. But
doesn't the methanol alcohol. The methanol itself
has oxygen attached?
Yeah,
because it has alcohol. I don't know.
Maybe there aren't spikes in energy that you would need to spark the reaction.
Maybe it's not methanol. There's two things that could be the case.
Okay.
Either it's not methanol, or it's above its upper flammability limit.
Okay.
So there's some things that actually won't burn if they're too concentrated.
Right.
Because there's not enough.
The right mixture is not correct.
Like you're saying, it's like not enough oxygen.
Right.
So that's why often when you have like a, you know, you have like an aerosol or something, and then you burn it.
Yeah.
That's why the vessel doesn't explode.
Right.
Because the flame will come back to the spout.
Yeah.
Until it gets too concentrated, and then it won't catch fire.
Right. It keeps waiting for it to get slightly further enough away to where the mixture is adequate to keep burning.
Right.
Gotcha.
I used to think like the velocity was just going forward so fast that the flame couldn't catch up.
Yeah, but that's not the case.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Okay, that's cool. That's good to know.
So that could be one thing, but I don't actually know.
Okay, all right. We're gonna leave the rest of this conversation for later because it is midnight.
Oh shit.
All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for dropping by. All of you guys that did. Farmir, Gerb, X Chaos. Guys, thank you for dropping by. You guys are cool. The conversations you guys had with me just now and Frank were awesome. So thank you guys. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you guys later. Stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye.